Hello, good day, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good middle of the night. Hi there. I'm teacher Oakley here at verbling.com, and in today's class, we're going to do something a little different. First of all, first step, we're going to imagine really unlikely scenarios. For example, I had breakfast with the president this morning, or I recently taught a monkey how to dance the foxtrot. Okay. Uh, uh, Anything, whatever we can creatively think of, actually. We'll take turns coming up with different scenarios. Step 2. We will then talk about, we will then, we're going to, one person will pick one of the many scenarios, and they will say, okay, this morning at 7 o'clock, and then whatever the scenario was. This morning at 7 o'clock, I had breakfast with President Obama. Then the other students in the class are going to take turns trying to ask relevant questions about this scenario. For example, what did you have for breakfast? What did you guys talk about? Was President Obama sleepy? Any relevant questions to this unusual scenario, and the person, whoever's it, will then have to answer these questions in a hopefully a reasonable fashion. That's the idea. So it's going to require a little quick thinking on your feet, quick brainstorming and answering. Okay, and some practice asking questions as well for everyone else, and then we'll take turns and go around the class, and everyone will have a chance to answer some of these questions. So, okay, I'll start with mine. I had breakfast with President Obama. Yay. Okay. There's mine. There's my unusual scenario in step 1. So join the class and come up with your own unusual scenario. What else could you say? I drank 4 liters of milk. Okay. Let's make it more fun. I drank 4 liters of spoiled milk. All right. What unusual scenarios are you going to have to explain? Explain yourself. Okay. The direct question is why, but of course there could be many other questions. I drank 4 liters of milk. How did you feel after that? Might be my first idea. But, all right, thinking of related questions for unusual circumstances, what would you ask someone? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to need some players here. So you folks there hanging out, still alive there in Verbling, please do join me now, and we can start this activity. Unfortunately, this is a group conversation activity, and I can only do so much by myself before I start to sound completely and entirely ridiculous. So come on in and join me, and we'll get going. Once we get going, it'll be easy to see what we're doing. First, we're going to think of unusual scenarios. whatever crazy thing you can think of. I was riding a tiger. Ding. I was abducted by space aliens. Ding. Okay, whatever crazy things. I was singing happy birthday from the top of a tree in my front yard. Whatever things you can come up with. We're going to create a list, and then we're going to have to ask questions about these different scenarios. One person will be it, and students are going to have a chance to practice asking questions, and then sooner or later each student will be it, and they will have to explain themselves. Hello, Nader. Goodbye, Nader. Okay. Try to come back again. That would be great. All right, come on in, guys. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. It's going to be very simple, and I will help you out. All you have to do is speak a little English and be able to ask a simple question. You can do it. I know you can. So come on in and join me. We're talking about unusual situations. Creative brainstorming is what we're actually doing here. So come in and join me, and we'll do some creative brainstorming together. Thinking how to answer questions. How to answer questions on your feet very quickly as you go is a very useful thing to practice for those of you who are going to do a job interview, or who are going to take an IELTS or a TOEFL test or something of that nature. This is a skill. This is a skill. Brainstorming, thinking on your feet. This is a skill that you practice and learn, and you can improve your ability at. So come on in and join Nader and I, and we will do that. Nader, hi.
Hi again. Goodbye.
Hi again. Hi. All right. Now that you're here, let's start brainstorming together. Our first step of the class, we're going to try to think of unusual scenarios. For example, I had breakfast with President Obama. Great. I drank 4 liters of spoiled milk. Great. Okay. I rode a tiger for 20 kilometers. What have you got for me? Nader, what is an unusual scenario you can think of that we can use?
I jumped over a tower.
I jumped over a what?
A skyscraper.
You jumped over? That's highly unusual. Oh, okay. That's good. No, that's good. That's going to take some explaining. Skyscraper. Whoops. My bad. Skyscraper.
Maybe this is the reason you were trying to escape from the sky.
Maybe I'm trying to escape from the tiger. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What else?
The reason.
What else can we think of? Okay. I made a house out of cheese. Okay.
You have a strange me.
Well, it's possible. Stranger things have happened. Okay. Nader, what else?
Sleeping in the fridge.
Okay. I was sleeping in the fridge. Okay, very good. All right, now we're talking. Now we got the idea. In the fridge. Fridge, of short for refrigerator. Okay, now we're talking. We got the idea. Where is everybody? Okay.
You were sliding on the stairs?
I was what? On the stairs?
Sliding?
Okay. I was sliding on the stairs or sliding down the stairs?
Yes, okay.
Probably down. On is okay. Nothing wrong with it. Sliding down the stairs. Okay.
By the way, what is the difference between test out and test?
I'm sorry, what is the difference between
test and test out?
Are you saying test?
Test, yes. And test out.
Test out.
Because one day I suggested the word test and you said yes, test out.
I did?
Yes, I said so you can test him. You said yes, you're correct. So you can test out him to see if he's able to do the job.
Oh yeah, okay, I got it now. Yeah, right. I couldn't even imagine what you're talking about without context. Now I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. What is that? Okay. I think this is kind of one of those phrasal verbs where it's totally unnecessary and silly to add the adverbial particle. The only thing I'm doing is emphasizing the verb more. Much like we use clean up, mess up, tidy up, we mean completely. I think test out also kind of means completely in this case. I'm thinking of buying a new car, so I want to test it. But I would never say that. I want to test it out.
You have to use this result verb.
I want to test out a new car. Yeah, I want to take it for a test drive. All right, I want to test it out. I think try something. To test out something is to try it. See if you like it or you don't like it. Okay, I've never eaten horse meat, but I would be willing to test it out, meaning I'm going to try it. Okay. I guess that's basically it. I mean, test, you can test a student. They're not, you're trying to check their ability or skill. If you test out something, you're trying it. I guess that's the idea. So I guess that's the difference.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. Okay. Let's see. What else can we come up with for unusual scenarios? Where is everyone today, by the way? Today. Okay. Okay, can we think of any others? Maybe one or two more, and then we'll start. I was sliding down the stairs. Okay. Let's see. All right. I was learning to play the banjo. Sure, why not? All right. Okay, Nader, you got another one?
Yes, you were running on the streets, half naked and with socks, only with socks and shorts.
I was running on the street, half naked, wearing only socks and what? Socks and a shirt?
Shorts.
Short.
No, you have to wear something. Shorts.
You could make this a rated R class. I don't know. Okay. Okay. All right. I had breakfast with President Obama. Now, the idea, I was sincerely, I think this would be a very fun class if I had, 4, 5, 6, 7 students. It's a little difficult with only 2 of us, unfortunately. Usually I get a lot of students for this period of time for a game class, but I don't know. What's going on today? A lot of my regulars have vanished. I don't know what, they're all busy, I guess. Okay. So, basically, how he plays, you pick one, and then everyone in the class, which would be only me and you, will ask different questions about it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
So,
I
for
thought
example,
maybe okay.
we're going to start with the simple sentence. Did you have another? Do you had an idea or something?
Yes, I thought maybe this would be fun with more students, as you said. So
Yeah.
can we discuss anything until anybody comes?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So if somebody comes at 7 this morning, you pick one, and then you're going to answer questions about it. So sliding down the stairs. Okay, that's the idea. So yeah, is there something other? Is there something else
Okay.
you'd like to talk about? Since
Yes, this mnemonic devices.
uh-huh.
Yes,
Okay.
can we have one class about this? Because it has so many ideas. You can come up with so many ideas, so we can remember rules or whatever.
Okay. First thing is remembering how to spell mnemonic.
And
Very difficult.
so
I
yeah,
I can never
I
remember
don't
any
know
culture.
the origin of this word.
Oh, it's got to be Greek. It would be my guess. Whenever you see these weird, like pneumonia, PN, whenever you see these
Yeah.
weird, absolutely kind of actually backwards consonant combinations, it's always Greek. It's usually, I shouldn't say always. There's no always in English, but it's usually Greek. Yeah. Okay. I understand what you're saying. I do, but the problem is, and it would be an interesting class, and actually I've kind of done it before.
Really?
Talking about, well, not really. I've had classes talking about memory and how, and it came up in the class more like as a feature of one part of the class, but not specifically. I don't know how I would do this because I don't know many mnemonic devices.
Yes, but maybe everyone has a way to remember a rule or whatever. So maybe you can at least you can give these different ways, like by first letters you remember words rules, like like King Henry did so and so, and you link it to a rule, and
Well,
they
okay.
have so many things to link ideas to something you can remember, like a story or these first letters, or there are so
Right,
many techniques.
right. Well, yeah, right. As you said, basically using the idea of acronyms to remember.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes, yes. Or you link some like the rhymes. You link something to another thing that rhymes with it, so you can remember it, like
Ah,
names or whatever. Or the idea of pictures.
pictures is very common. Okay, as an example, do you know what fanboys is?
No.
Okay. This is how I remember.
Yes, that's the idea. So everyone has this.
Uh-huh. This is how I remember connectives to combine two independent clauses to form a compound sentence. So the connectives are fanboys: for and nor, but, or, yet, so. These are the connectives we use to make a compound sentence.
Yes.
For example,
Yes,
okay,
that's a very good example.
okay, and okay, rhyming words. Yeah, actually, okay, rhyming words. There, this is a very stupid child's game, but I guess it's sort of a mnemonic device child's game we learn in English. Uh, uh, it's a stupid song. Have you ever heard this? For example, when you're a child, and you meet somebody, you sing to yourself, nader, 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 bo bader, for fee, fi, fo fader, to meet my tomater, nader. Oh, you do this stupid song, a rhyming song, and that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's not as simple as that. There's another part of it, and you make a little rhyming song. Okay. I forget how it goes, so I can't remember. It's been a long time. There's another verse, and you make a rhyme about that person. His name is Bill. Bill always gets his fill. I don't know how to do it. What meaning? Bill is a fat guy or something. Yeah.
Before I also read some like silly word to remember the order of adjectives, like origin, color, material, and so on, so. It was very easy to remember this the order of adjectives, and these rules are everywhere. If you don't have a rule, you can invent a rule, and these rules to remember the order of the planets.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How is that? MVEM. I don't know how do. What's the mnemonic device to remember?
I guess maybe they have in Arabic we have one.
Okay.
But in English, I guess they do it by sentence or something. Because I saw so many interesting, fun stories. Someone is offering one to remember all of Europe countries, all of the European countries, with a story. This,
really?
it's like this. It's like a world of new ideas. Everyone is, it's a very, very creative field, and everyone can come up with his own ideas. And the good one, it lasts. So when you search for a mnemonic and any rule, like the order of so and so or something, you can find some.
Okay, all right, that's a great idea. And yeah, all right. Maybe I'll do that.
So
See, I want a mnemonic device to know the order of the planets. I always mix up Neptune and Uranus. I always mix those up. And Jupiter, I can't remember which one is first, which one is last. Neptune is last. Saturn, Uranus, and Jupiter, I can never remember. I remember the first four, and I remember the last one, but I don't remember the middle three. I need a mnemonic device, and all the countries in Europe.
Yes,
yes. Remember that either.
It's a funny story. Yes, you can find it, and he tells. It's a funny story. It takes like 4 minutes to tell it, but if you remember it, it will be very, very easy to differentiate between all of the European countries when you see the map.
Yeah.
So
I know mnemonic devices. One thing I know about that. I saw this once. A great way to create a password is with mnemonic devices. So you pick a sentence that is true for you, that you're never going to forget. For example, I hate cream cheese. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what it is. Okay. And then and then very simply, you just use the you use different devices. For example, I might say, okay, instead of I actually spell I, and then capital H, and then hate, all right, and then maybe just CC for cream cheese, and then
Yes.
exclamation
You find
point.
it very easy.
So there you go. Here's my new password. EYE capital H 8CC exclamation point. There you go. It's a nice four numbers and symbols. Easy way to create a pretty much unbreakable password.
Yes.
Yeah, and easy to remember. And anybody can do it. Anybody can come up with a one-sentence phrase that they will always remember. You know, whatever your personal motto or something personal about yourself, something like that.
Yes, and we used to do this at schools when we were studying. To remember something, you had to, you know, have an idea or something that makes you remember this in the exams. So it is human nature to find this.
Yeah, it's definitely, and it improves with practice. I watched a show about this. I don't know if you've ever seen this trick. Somebody can shuffle a deck of cards, 52 cards, and then put them out one at a time, just like in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And somebody's watching, somebody else is putting the cards face up so they can see King of Clubs, 2 of Diamonds, 7 of Spades, 8 of Spades. Okay, all right, put them all down. Okay, pick up the deck, and then the person who watched can then list 52 in a row, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it, the
Crazy.
technique, it is crazy. It's weird to see, but the technique is they have devised like a different noun for each card. Okay. So, okay, whatever. The sevens are a fire. Diamonds mean inside. Clubs mean outside. Hearts mean in the sky, and you know, spades mean under the ground. Whatever. So, okay, there's a fire under the ground, and the Queen of Hearts put it out using a knife, and you tell yourself a story with basically like a code, where each number is a different noun, and maybe each suit in cards is a different place. So you just tell yourself a story as he's flipping the cards, and then you just tell the story back again. And you know the code, so you just use the code. Really amazing. And I guess anybody can do it. It just takes a lot of practice.
Yes, and some people are doing this places idea. Like they know their house very well, so they give a room for if they want to remember something else, like words, even words. They give like the couch is a bird, the television is like a rock, and so on, so on, so when he when he's trying to remember, and he categorized this like love and hate. This is a living room, so all words related to love and hate are in the living room, and up and poverty and richness, or is it richness, by the way?
I got to be careful because richness has other meanings. Poverty and wealth, I would say, are more
Poverty,
direct.
yes, and wealth. This was related to money or whatever. They are all in the bedroom, and they link every word to.
Very interesting.
This is like, you know, you can give like 1 million classes about the ideas. So that's why I thought it would be very good to remember vocabulary, and so.
Okay, all right. Maybe I can put together something. And that's true. The other benefit of using, as we're discussing, different ways to do that, the other benefit is the fact that some people learn visually. So if they can visualize a picture, there's spatial intelligence, where people think about the positioning in space of different objects, and they're very good at that. For example, your example of the living room and the bedroom, that's spatial intelligence. When I was talking about telling a story with the cards, that I'm thinking about pictures. Some people learn names by thinking of pictures when they meet somebody. What picture comes in your mind when you think of, I don't know, Bill Clinton? I think of Monica Lewinsky. Yeah, okay. Obama.
Yes,
Sounds like
yes.
a clown's name. I think of a clown. I really do. I really do. I visualize a clown every time I hear his name. I don't know why.
Yeah, and you can like these difficult words like insomnia or whatever. You can, like Oakley, he must be suffering from insomnia, and neither he's a crazy, so it's like he has a psychological problem. So every these difficult words you can attach it to people or something, so you can remember it.
Right. Yeah, and it has, it's great that there's different types of devices, because there's different types of intelligence and different ways that individuals are different, the way they remember and the way they learn. So, yeah, it's very. So when one may not work for you, but another one works great,
Yes.
and maybe a different one for me, and like that.
Yes, that's why you can ask people who how do you have any mnemonic device you have been using to remember whatever. So many people have this for sure, because some information without a mnemonic device will be a nightmare to remember.
Right. Right. Hopefully someone will be able to explain the mnemonic device for the planets, because I need that one.
I can search for this one, and you know, maybe this one is to remember which month is 31 and which one is 30. This is very, very popular.
Yeah, a poem.
Yeah.
30
Yes.
days, half September, April, May, and November.
Yes, that's a good example of this
Yeah.
mnemonic device.
Right. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Yeah, I know that one, and I literally say it to myself. Where if I need to figure out, wait a minute, is there a 31 this month? I literally have to tell myself the poem in order to remember. I can't just remember. Yeah, and I don't even remember how the poem ends, because it's 30 days, half September, April, May, and November. All the rest have 31, except February, which is the messed up, screwed up month.
Yes,
really
this poem, and you have some people are using the fist. You know this rule?
Oh yeah, right. Which I don't get. I always make a mistake when I try to with your knuckles. You mean?
Yes. If it meets a knuckle, it's like 31. If it's not 30, very easy one.
It's very for you, so you say. But see, I have no. I am really a stupid person when it comes to spatial intelligence. I can admit that. I have other forms of intelligence. But spatial intelligence, I'm really stupid at. So when I try to do the knuckle, I get confused. I do. I can't do it. I'm very linguistic. My linguistic intelligence is strong. Mathematical, I think, is strong. Spatial intelligence, I am really stupid. When I have to move like a couch from one room to another, it takes me forever. It's purely trial and error. I try this, nope, back up, twist, try, nope. Purely trial and error, absolutely.
If you go to a place, do you remember how to go there again? Are you good with the roads?
I have a very good sense of direction.
Yeah, very good. I have very bad sense of direction.
Yeah.
I always go in circuits.
Yeah, and I just don't go in circles. I'm very good. I always seem to, like, I have a, a lodestone, like I have a compass in my head. I always know I'm usually pretty good, within at least 90 degrees, but usually within 45 or even less. Pretty much anywhere I am, which way is north? It's over there. I pretty much always know. Actually, it's not over there. It's that way. Actually, I forgot where I was. North. Yes, it's that direction. I'm pretty good at that, actually. But remembering, I can find my way. It's funny because that you mentioned that. When I'm going somewhere, I can find my way. But even if I've been there before, I don't remember how to get there. But I know it's east, so I just keep going east. And usually I have to find my way every time because I don't remember. So,
And speaking of these directions, east and west and north and south, someone was offering this never eat sour wheat to remember which is the order of this directions.
never eat sour wheat. Okay. That's funny. I've never heard that one before, but okay.
Yes, so this is a beautiful thing about these devices.
Yeah.
That they are so funny. So when they are so funny, you can remember them so easily.
Right. For example, I remember the musical scales. Every good boy deserves fudge.
So which is?
The musical scales, the notes.
Yes,
E,
yes, 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 yes.
E, G,
I got it.
B, D, F. Yeah. Every good boy deserves fudge. Man,
So-
yeah, that was drilled into my head back in, I don't know, 6th grade or something, music class. Yeah.
Another one was about this okie dokie, this rhyming words you are using all the time. Okie dokie, super duper. Some funny.
Yep. Super duper.
Yes, so many in English. We can have one about this. Would be also a funny one.
Okay. Yeah.
Because when you say it, you think everyone knows it. But it's the case, I have to search, and other people sometimes they ask, yes, because we don't use this.
Right. And you think English is bad. Where I live in the Philippines, it's even worse. They love repeated sounds, repeated syllables. Everything is like bong bong, ping ping, tang tang, ding ding.
Yes.
Everything sounds like a song. Really, it's amazing. And everyone has nicknames that sounds like onomatopoeia. Oh, this is Bong. Bong meet Bing, and Bing meet Ping Ping. Ping Ping. This is Ting. Okay, so let me get this right. This is Bing Bong Ting Ting.
Very easy to remember the people.
Ding dong. Ping Ping. Ping Ping Ting. Yes, but it sounds like a pinball game when you introduce a group of people. Very funny.
But you have so many. You have so many rhyming words, like I don't know, budgie budgie. This.
Budgie.
Not this. I made it up, but this sounds. Itsy bitsy. This.
Ah, yeah, itsy bitsy teeny weeny.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. That would take some research. I don't know. There must be a word for those types of sounds. Well, actually there is. It's I think it's a form of alliteration. Actually, I think so.
Maybe.
Alliteration. Sometimes it's used So you do the same sound over and over again, or each word with this that starts with the same sound. Big bouncy baby, something like that. Big beautiful, a bouncing baby boy. Well, those are common phrase in English. Oh, my sister-in-law just gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. Yeah, okay.
Seems like a tongue twist.
Tongue twister, yeah, it does, kind of. Yeah, and actually, you run into those because they're so memorable. Advertising likes to use them.
Yes, like Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. Yeah, you will often see advertising slogans and advertisements using alliteration like that, or rhyming words. Yep. Definitely. Or yeah, well,
in reviews, maybe like in movie reviews or something, they like to. If you write a long review, these movie makers, they like to get these short phrases and put, like a quote from the review.
They sure do. And books, and yeah, all reviews actually do that. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, they like to have the short, fast, dramatic quotes. That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Some good ones for movies. All right. Oh, they also, even in the titles of movies, Return of the, Revenge of the.
Yeah.
Revenge of the whatever. Return of the whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, they do that a lot too. Yeah. Okay. Any other genius ideas that I could?
No. I just when I see you're my favorite teacher. When I see anything, I like to hear it from you.
Okay. I had a weird idea. All right. Let me bounce this off you since we're just talking. I was thinking about doing this as a class, like superlatives, but superlative word forms. Okay, what is the most evil noun that you can think of, and then go around the class. What is the most evil verb you can think of? What is the most evil adjective? And do like different things, evil, good, opinion things, so that
yes, beautiful, wonderful,
yeah, like that.
Weirdest.
Right. Okay. Yeah, things like that, and so that everyone can have a different answer. See what.
Yes, and the best thing is that if we have a list and we can choose, because if you say what is the weirdest thing you have ever heard, or you can think of, maybe I don't have the weirdest thing, but I can have the most beautiful thing or something.
Right.
So I can talk about the most beautiful thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just sort of an idea in infancy. I was also considering, well, we talked about animal connotations. I like that idea. I'll be doing that for sure. I started working on that, actually. And another one is measurements. I don't know exactly how I would do the class, but talking about measurements, I have so many people get so confused with measurement things. Talking about, first of all, there's all the confusion with the metric system, and then the English system with pints and quarts and liters. But even when we're just talking, I try to just talk in metrics because I know it's more common throughout the world, and even in America and the UK, we use the metric system more and more and more. But even then, people get confused. Really,
yes.
They don't know how to express.
Sure, we never use these miles, and we only use these liters. You use gallons. I don't know, but I use Google for this.
And then there's Fahrenheit.
Feet and inches.
even I'm talking about the weather, and I say, "Oh, I noticed that you've had a lot of rain," and students say, "Yes, we've had 300 meters of rain." No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Not unless you're talking to me from an arc. I don't think so. Right? I, constantly, I hear mistakes with measurements. I'm not sure how to do the class.
Yes, yes, and this is one common thing about this. This is like a pint of milk or a gallon of water or whatever. So you can link, if you want to say a bottle of something and a box of something. This one is very good also.
Okay, you're talking about what are those called? A box, a carton.
A box and carton and gallon or a pint of so and so.
Right. Yeah, I've done similar things. Partitives. Yeah. These are called partitives. Partitives are a lot. Actually, there's different ones, different classes, really. There's different types of partitives, but measurements as partitives. Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Right, that makes sense. You don't just say, "Give me some meat." Go to the store. I want some meat. Yeah, like half a kilo of your ground round, for example. Right.
Yes, this is, I mean it's related to this.
Yeah,
so we can use this and this at the same time.
For sure. It is related. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and it would
5
be more
liters
material.
of something. What do you call it? 5 liters of something, or you say 5 gallons of?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Then we can link it.
Then there's also the conversions.
Yes.
Which nobody seems to know.
Sure. Because people people are interested in information they gonna use. If I'm not going to use a gallon in my life, why should I know how much a gallon is?
Right. I understand. Something like Fahrenheit and Celsius. Nobody gets the conversion. How to do a conversion ratio.
I guess you are interested because you use both, but all the world is using only one.
That's right. Just as it's no different than the fact that I can convert dollars to pesos in my head like instantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you need to know it. But if I tell you, do you know how many reals in dollar? You are not interested. Even if you knew it today, you will forget it the next day.
Precisely. Yeah. Exactly. I have many Russian students. I'm becoming more and more interested in rubles, since that market is all over the place recently. That's getting more and more interesting to me. Definitely. So yeah, the whole conversion thing as well. Even kilometers and miles and nautical miles. No one knows what that is.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's nautical miles. Is slightly longer than a mile, but you have to know what a mile is. It's actually,
but I guess
more. 1.1 miles is a nautical mile.
But when it comes to miles and kilometers, maybe some people are interested because of cars. Some cars are, are made in USA, so they mention in miles. So people are want to know.
Yeah.
When it comes to miles, but when it comes to gallons, nobody cares. Or inches or feet.
Which is interesting because the fact that they still sell gasoline by the gallon in the United States I think they do it on purpose because it makes it more difficult to compare to the rest of the prices in the rest of the world. No one can figure out who's paying more.
Maybe
they're getting overcharged. No one can figure it out because other places it's liters, and liters are closer to quarts, not gallons. So it's like saying you pay by every 4 liters. which doesn't even make sense. It would be like 3.6 liters to a gallon. So it's a weird amount. It's an off amount. And of course, obviously, metric system is in base 10. So using 3s and 4s or 12s is weird.
Yes, it's very difficult to figure out how much you pay.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes, and this internet, provider, internet service provider, they use the same idea before for bits and bytes. They tell you this like 256 bits. Your speed is 256, and you find it is bits. So it is only like 28 bytes or whatever.
Yeah.
And when it comes to download, and they still do this. When it comes to download, you find something, and they tell you are like 2 megabytes. And when you download, you find it only 256 kilobytes.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think it's intentional, so that you don't really know what the measurements mean.
Yes, so. Because if they tell you your speed is 256 kilobytes, and the other company is advertising as 2 mega, sure you'll go to the 2 mega.
Oh, mega's got to be bigger. It's mega.
Sure. These all are marketing, concepts.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, yeah, all right. Oh, do you have? I did a. By the way, I did a. Were you in my class with lyrics? I don't think you were there. It was early.
No, but I tried to wake up this morning early, but I couldn't.
It was yesterday. I did it yesterday. It went okay. Went okay, but I don't know. I need. I don't know. It's difficult though because there's so much culturally related, and also music can be, interpreted.
Yes. You were talking about this Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, yeah.
This Time.
Time, yeah, right.
Yeah. I watched the part of it. I watched the last part of it.
Yeah.
Yes. I found that part. When you are trying to catch up with the sun, but the sun is sinking. It was very, very beautiful for me.
Yeah, it's a great song too, by the way.
I tried to listen to it, but it's, for me this rhythm is not.
Not your style.
I'm not into this. Wow, what is this style? Rock and roll.
Yeah, it's rock and roll. It's classic rock, really.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I was singing that song in my head the rest of the day, so that was one. I don't know. I may have to figure out a different kind of way to do it a little bit differently, because some of the lyrics are not like poetry, or quotes, which have a point. There's something they're trying to get across. Sometimes, really, lyrics is just way out there, really wide open, completely wide open to interpretation. Or other times, the lyrics are so narrow that it's obvious. It's just really no different than reading a story. So I don't know. I have to be careful about what material I pick, and I have to consider how to conduct the class.
Yes, but what I love most about lyrics is these analogies, like these pictures they draw. Like this. I tell you, this sun which he was trying to catch up with.
Right.
These are very, very direct, and everyone can understand it, even non-native speakers. It doesn't need explanation, but
Right.
it makes you feel great about the song.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Any particular lyrics you would like to suggest?
I'll see, because my idea about the English lyrics were not so good, because so many songs when I read the lyrics, you found the song was much better than the lyrics. When you listen, you don't understand it. You find that lyrics are very trivial, or
Yes, that goes both ways, and I absolutely couldn't agree more. Sometimes the song sounds wonderful, but the lyrics are trivial. Other times, it's an okay song, and you read the lyrics. Oh my God, it's Shakespeare. This guy's
So I asked about this song. One song I like these days. It was very popular last year. I'll send you the link because everyone sang that song.
Oh, I hope it's not
Something
Gangnam
in the
Style.
morning. Okay.
Just don't make it
I
Gangnam Style. I refuse to do Gangnam Style.
no, not Ganga. I'll send you
It's
that.
not English, so can't do Gangnam Style. Thank goodness.
Because maybe the lyrics are are not so good, but I like the song itself. It's very very good. But I guess because so many people now they use this word when another singer sings the song. They have a word for this now. They say
Cover. It's a cover.
a cover. Yes. Why do they use this word?
I don't know, but it's very old. It's really old. Really old. Surprisingly old. So I don't know. It's a cover song. They cover that song. Okay, they're going to cover a song. I don't know why. I don't know the etymology, to tell you the truth, but that's just what they say. To say it's somebody else's song.
So when so many people sang it, you say it has so many covers, or?
So many people cover that song.
Yes. So that song, so many people cover that song.
Yeah. Okay, Nader, I am out of time. Gotta go. Got a private lesson. So, ciao for now. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with me, Nader. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I enjoyed
it.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye.